Welcome back, grade 9. This is review 2 for the semester exam. Let's get started. I think there are about 17 questions in this. Okay, they are all different topics. So let's get started. Okay. Question number 1. Solve the inequality 3 minus 2x times 2x plus 1. Okay, so let me expand this one first. 3 times 2x is 6x plus 3 minus 4x square minus 2x is less than or equal to 0. So negative 4x square plus 4x plus 3 is less than or equal to 0. So as I said, it's better to remember the inequality um, as a positive parabola. So we will change everything to positive. Okay. So this becomes 4x square minus 4x minus 3. Once we divide everything with negative 1 on both sides or times negative 1 on both sides, the inequality changes 0. Okay. So first I will find the critical values. Let me factorize. When I factorize, this gives me 2x minus 3 times 2x plus 1. So x equal to basically 3 over 2 and x equal to negative 1 over 2. So since the inequality is greater than or equal to 0, so I will write my final answer as x is less than negative 1 over 2 and x is greater than or equal to 3 over 2. So this is the final answer. All right. Then question number 2. So to avoid confusion, I'm going to use my space wisely. Okay. So question number 2. F of x equal to 4x square plus 6x plus 7. X belongs to real numbers. First one is A. Find f of x as the completing square form, vertex form, right? So now first I'm going to pull out the 4. It gives me x square plus 6 over 4x plus 7. Now I will complete the square. X plus half of 6 over 4 is 6 over 8 whole square minus 6 over 8 whole square is 36 over 64 plus 7. Don't forget to times this when you open the bracket. 4 times x plus, now you can simplify. Once we complete the square, we can simplify. 6 over 8, I can write it as 3 over 4 whole square minus 4 times 36 over 64 is 36 over 16 plus 7. Let me simplify further. This gives me plus 19 over 4. So this is the final answer. So where A equal to, if you have some extra time, write it down. A equal to 4, B equal to 3 over 4 and C equal to 19 over 4. So this is my final answer. All right. Then B, hence write down the coordinates of the minimum point of f of x. So the minimum point is negative 3 over 4 comma 19 over 4. That is the purpose of the completing the square. We can write the minimum point or maximum point from here. All right. Then question C, find the set of values of x for which f of x is less than 17. So I will use the completing the square form. That's easier for me to solve the equation. Plus 19 over 4 is less than 17. I will isolate x slowly is less than. I will bring 19 over 4 to this side. It gives me 49 over 4. Then divide by 4 on both sides. Then it gives me 49 over 16. Then I'm square rooting on both sides. Then it gives me plus or minus square root of 49 over 16 is 7 over 4. Then x equal to x1 equal to 7 over 4 minus 3 over 4 is 1. And okay, so this is the less than, right? So first let us write only the critical values. Okay, x equal to 1 or x equal to negative 5 over 2. Since the inequality is less than 0, I'm going to write the final answer as x lies between. It is less than 0, you see, less than 0, right? So x lies between negative 5 over 2 and 1. So this is our final answer. All right. So this is question number 2. Now let's go to question number 3. Find the set of values of k for which the roots of the equation x square minus 4x plus 5 plus k is equal to 0, real and distinct. So real and distinct is discriminant is greater than 0. So we have to identify what is A. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. First, let us find the critical values, then we will use the discriminant. So discriminant is B square minus 4AC, 4 times 1 times 5 plus K. So negative 4K square is 16K square minus 20K. Minus 20, then minus 4K. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times K is 4K, right? And it is a negative, that's why I wrote negative. Is it okay until here? So let us just find equal to 0. So let me factorize. So this gives me, first I think we can divide by 4 on both sides. So this gives me 4k square minus k minus 5 is equal to 0. So now I factorize k plus 1 times 4k minus 5 is equal to 0. So k equal to negative 1 and k equal to 5 over 4. So since discriminant is greater than 0, I'm going to separate the inequality as k is less than negative 1 or k is greater than 5 over 4. So this is our answer. Yeah. Then question number 4, find the set of values for which y equal to 2x plus 1 cuts the curve at y equal to x square plus kx plus 3 at two distinct points. So first let us do simultaneous. 2x plus 1 is equal to x square plus kx plus 3. Let us bring everything together. Minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. X square, I'm putting the x and x terms together, plus k minus 2x. Then 3 minus 1 is 2 equal to 0. So at two distinct points, so I have to take discriminant is greater than 0, right? So again we will identify. So this is A, this is B, and this is C, right? So B square, so k minus 2 whole square minus 4 times 1 is 4, then 4 times 2 is 8, right? So let me expand this k minus 2 whole square. K square minus 4k plus 4 minus 8 is equal to 0. So k square minus 4k minus 8 equal to 0. And we see that it cannot be factored. So I'm going to use the quadratic formula. So when you use the quadratic formula, minus b, minus of minus 4 is plus 4, plus or minus square root of 4 square minus 4 times 1 times negative 8 over 2 times 1. So this gives me 4 plus or minus square root of 4 square is 16 minus times minus is plus 4 times 8 is 32 over, I think I did not, wait, I think I made a mistake here. I did not simplify here, right? So this becomes a 4, my bad. So this is also 4. So this gives me that 16. Then 2. So this is equal to 4 plus or minus square root of 32 over 2. I can write square root of 32 as, how can I write square root of 32 as 16 times 2, right? So I can write it as 4 square root of 2 over 2. Then I can cancel this, gives me 2. So since the discriminant is greater than 0, so I'm going to separate the inequality. So 2, k is less than 2 minus 2 square root 2, and k is greater than 2 plus 2 square root. So these are the two answers. All right. Then question number 5. Question number 5, f of x equal to 2x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus 15. When f of x is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is 5. So which means if it is f of 1, the remainder is 5. And f of x is divided by x minus 4, which means f of 4, the remainder is 11. So find the value of a and b. So basically we need to make two equations. Is it okay? So f of 1 is equal to 1 is, we can just basically write everything as, remove the x and just write it as only the numbers, right? Only the coefficient. So this gives me a plus b is equal to 7 plus 17 is equal to 5. So this gives me a plus b equal to negative 12, and this is our first equation. Then f of 4 is equal to, it's 11 it seems, remainder is, so 2 times 4 cubed plus 8 times 4 squared plus b times 4 plus 15. Then this gives me 4 cubed is 64, 64 times 2 is 128 plus 16a plus 4b plus 15. So this gives me 16a plus 4b is equal to, simplify this gives me negative 132. I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides. So this gives me 4a plus b equal to negative 33. So this is the second equation. So I'm putting both the equations together, 1 and 2 together. So a plus b, I'll just put this one here. A plus b is equal to negative 12. So change the signs. B and b gets cancels. 3a is equal to 21. 33 minus 12 is negative 21. A is equal to negative 7. So if A is equal to negative 7, B is going to be negative 5. So the answers are A equal to negative 7 and B equal to negative 5. Question number 6, cubic graph. So you can see that this is x equal to negative 2 and x equal to 1. So when we have to write as a factor, I must write it as, first don't forget about the intercept, y-intercept. So always the y-intercept is, you have to always, there is a k. So you have to always look for what is the value of k using the y-intercept. So first let me write the factorized form. So if it is x equal to negative 2, it becomes x plus 2, the factor is. And here x equal to 1, so this becomes x minus 1, and you can see the turning point is there, so it is a whole square. So when x equal to 0, you can see in the graph that f of x is 4 in the graph. Right, so now we need to find what is k. So let us see, f of x is 4, k times when x equal to 0, 0 plus 2 is 2, then 0 minus 1 whole square is negative 1 whole square. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2k equal to 4. So basically k is equal to 2. So f of x is equal to 2 times x plus 2 times x minus 1 whole square. So this is the expression for f of x. Yeah. Then question number 7, solve the inequality. So whenever you see the modulus on both sides, as I said in review 1, squaring on both sides. Okay, so I square on both sides. So this gives me x square minus 6x plus 9 is less than or equal to 16x square minus 8x plus 1. So I'm going to bring everything to one side. So this gives me negative 6x plus 8x plus 9 less than minus 1 less than or equal to 0. So this gives me negative 15x square plus 2x plus 8 is less than or equal to 0. As just said, change everything to the positive. So 15x square minus 2x minus 8 is greater than or equal to 0. So in this, check the factors. Let me check the factors. Using the Chinese method, it's easier. 3 and 5, and the factors of 8 are 2 and 4. Yeah, I can use 2 and 4. So this is 12 and this is 10. I need to have a negative number here. So this is going to be negative. So the factors are factored form is 2x plus 2, 3x plus 2 and 5x minus 4 is equal to 0, x equal to negative 2 over 3 and x equal to 4 over 5. So since the inequality is greater than or equal to 0, so I'm going to write it as x is less than or equal to negative 2 over 3 and x is greater than or equal to 4 over 5. Then the next question. So this is our answer. Question number 8. Solve e to the power of x plus 5 over e to the power of x minus 70 is equal to 0. So let us assume, let e to the power of x be u. So u plus 5 over u minus 70 is equal to 0. So make common denominator u square plus 5 minus 70 u is equal to 0. Now let us you can see that this is already a three significant figure, so maybe this cannot be factored times u on both sides, so our denominator is basically gone. So let us use the quadratic formula. So plus 70, because minus b, minus of minus 70 is plus 70, plus or minus square root of 70 square minus 4 times 1 times 5 over 2. So this gives me 70 plus or minus square root of 4,880 over 2. So when I simplify this, I get 35 plus or minus 2 square root of 3 over 5. So but this is value of u. So but we know that u is equal to e to the power of x. So e to the power of x equal to 35 plus or minus 2 square root 3 over 5. X equal to ln 35 plus or minus 2 square root of 3 over 5. So you will get x1 as, use a calculator, you will get x1 as 24.2 247, which I will write it as 3 significant 4.25, and x2 as negative 2.638, which gives me negative 2.64. So these are the two values. So how do I use? I will use ln 35 plus 2 square root 305 first, then minus square root 305 first. Okay, so then you will get the two values of x. So these are our final answers. Question number 9, solve the equation. So similarly, here we did whenever you see whenever you see two terms are same, you basically assume, then our life becomes easier. Even here also you can see that log base 5x and log base 5x. So you assume let log base 5x equal to a. So this gives me a square minus 4a. I will bring this inside, plus 3 is equal to 0. So now I will factor a minus 1 times a minus 3 equal to 0, a equal to 1, or a equal to 3. But go back to the what we have assumed in the beginning. So but log base 5x equal to a. So now I'm going to find the answer for x. So 1 log base 5x equal to 3. So x equal to 5, x equal to 5 power 3, which is 125. So two values of x. Next question, again polynomials. Given the polynomial function f of x equal to x cubed minus 9x square plus 24x minus 16, evaluate f of 1. Let's see what is f of 1. So 1 cubed minus 9 times 1 squared plus 24 times 1 minus 16. So this gives me 1 minus 9 plus 24 minus 16, which is 0. So this shows that f of 1 is a factor of f of x, right? Then B, show that f of x can be written in the form of f of x equal to x plus a times x plus b whole square, where a plus b are integers to be found. So since we already have a factor, so now I'm going to divide. Divided by, if f of 1 is a factor, so we have to divide by x minus 1. So x times what gives us x cubed, x times x square. Negative 1 times x square is negative x square. Change the signs and cancel x cubed. So here gets 8x square plus bring the 24x down. X times what gives us negative x square? X times negative 8x gives us negative x square. Negative 1 times negative 8x is positive 8x. Again change signs. So here I will get 16x minus 16. So x times plus 16 gives us 16x. Negative 1 times 16 is negative 16. So this gives us 0. So that's why we got x minus 1 was a factor. But the question said we can write it in the x plus b form. So which means I can see that this can be written as x minus 4 whole square. So f of x is equal to x minus 1 times x minus 4 whole squares. So a equal to negative 1, b equal to negative 4. So this is our answer. Sorry. Yeah, this is our answer. Next question, question number 11, straight line graphs. The perpendicular bisector. Actually it is a 0580 question. Perpendicular bisecting of a straight line joining the points 3, 2 and 5, 6 meet the x-axis, which means y equal to 0 at P, and the y-axis x equal to 0 at Q. Prove that the distance PQ is 6 square root 5. So he said perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. So first let us find gradient of the line, which is um, gradient of the line 5 minus 3 y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this gives me 5 minus 3 is equal to, oh, it's not 5, it's 6, right? 6 minus 2 over 6 minus 2 over 5 minus 3. So this gives us 4 over 2, which is 2. But we want the perpendicular gradient, right? So this is negative 1 over 2. Now he said bisector, so which is midpoint. We also need to find the midpoint. How do I find the midpoint? X1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This gives us 4, comma 4. Now I am going to substitute the gradient and the midpoint into y equal to mx plus c. So y equal to mx, m is negative 1 over 2, x is 4 plus c. So we will get c as 6. So now I'm going to write the equation. What is our equation? Equation is y equal to negative 1 over 2x plus 6. This is our equation. But is this our answer? No, it is not. We have to find what is the point P and what is the point Q. So P is meeting at x-axis, which means y equal to 0. So I substitute y equal to 0. So negative 1 over 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. So x equal to, when you substitute this, you will get x equal to 12. So the point of P is 12, comma 0. Then point Q is meeting at y-axis, which means x equal to 0. So when x equal to 0, y is 6. So point Q is 0, comma 6. Now we need to find the distance, show the distance. So PQ is equal to square root of 12 minus 0, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So this gives us 144 plus 36. When you substitute this, you will get the answer as 6 square root 5 centimeters. So this is our answer. Question number 12. The volume of water in container V centimeter cube at the time t minutes is given by the formula V equal to 1000 e to the power of negative kt. When V equal to 740, t equal to 12. Find the value of k. Okay. When V equal to 740, t is 12. So negative 12t, 12k. So now we need to find the value of k. E to the power of negative 12k is equal to 0.74. I'm just dividing 1000 on both sides. Then to bring the power down, I'm going to use ln on both sides. So this gives me negative 12k. So k equal to ln 0.74 divided by negative 12. So k equal to, you will get the value as 0.02509. I will write it as 3 significant. So this is the answer for k. Then find the value of V when t equal to 25. So we need to find the value of V. So V equal to 1000 e to the power of negative k value. We got it from the beginning, right? So negative, I would use just the answer key, answer times the t is 25. Then you will get V equal to 534.030. Then V is approximately 534, 3 significant figure. Yeah. Question number, oh, this is question number 12. This is also question number 12. So this must be question number 13. right? So this is just basically a rationalization, right? So I'm going to put them together first. Square root of 3 plus 1 over square root of 3 minus 1 minus 3 square root of 3 over 1. So I'm going to make a common denominator. So I will times with square root of 3 minus 1, then square root of 3 minus 1. So now I will write as a common denominator square root of 3 plus 1 minus square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3 times 3 is 9, then plus 3 square root of 3. So when I simplify this, I will get 4 square root of 3 minus 8 over square root of 3 minus 1. So now I will rationalize. When it is a minus 1, we have to do plus 1. So plus 1. So this gives me the denominator is square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Now I will expand this. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 4 square root of 3 minus 8 square root of 3 minus 8. So this gives us, I will write here, this gives us 12 minus 8 is 4, then 4 minus 8 is again negative 4 square root of 3 over 2. So I will simplify this 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. So our final answer is 2 minus 2 square root 3, where a equal to 2, b equal to negative 2. So this is our final answer. Solve the simultaneous equations. So first I will change this one to x equal to 12 over y. Then I will put that in here. So 1 over 1 12 over y is plus 1 over y is equal to 7 over 12. So 1 over 12 over y, I can write it as y over 12 plus 1 over y is equal to 7 over 12. I'll make a common denominator. Common denominator is 12y. So times y, which is y squared, plus times 12, which is 12, is equal to times y, which is 7y. Now I'm going to eliminate this denominator. So now I will write in order y square minus 7y plus 12 is equal to 0. When I factorize this, I get y minus 3 times y minus 4 equal to 0. So y equal to 3 or y equal to 4. So when y equal to 3, x is 4 or x is 3. So I'll write here as a coordinate 4, 3. So this is my final answer. Question number 14. This should be question number 14 actually. So the table below, this is a straight line graphs question again. The table below shows two variables x and y. The table is given. It is known that x and y are related by this is the equation which is related. But you can see that it is y by x. So a straight line graph is to be drawn for this information with y by x on the vertical axis. So I'm going to change this one to everything to y by x, y by x. So now the question is asking, so our equation is ax plus b. This is our equation. Okay. So now the question is asking is a straight line graph is drawn for this information with y by x on the vertical axis. State the variable which must be plotted on the horizontal. So horizontal must be x. So it must be x. So here I'll write it as x here. All right. Draw the straight line graph on the grid. So now everything we need to change to. I will make a table here again. So now I must change everything to 2, 3, 4, 5. So now this is x and this is y by x. So when x is 1.1, put y by x, it is going to be 20. When x is 2.4, y by x is going to be 17.5. When x is 3.4, y by x is 15.3. When x is 4.8, y by x is 12.1. This is 6.0 and this is 10.6. So now I'm going to put the points here. So 1.1 and so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1.1 and 20 somewhere here. Then 2.4 and 17.5. 2.4 and 17.5. Yeah, somewhere here. 17.5. Yep. Then 3.4 and 15.3. 3.4 and 15 point. This is 15.3 somewhere here. Then 4.8 and 12.1. 4.8, this is 12.1. Then 6 and 10. 6 and 10 is easy actually. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a straight line graph, best fit line. It's always a best fit line. Yeah, somewhere like that. Yeah, all right. So using your graph, estimate the value of A and B. So what is the original equation basically? Y by x is equal to AX plus B. So you can see that B is a y-intercept, so I can use this y-intercept, right? So y-intercept, I can say it as 21, this is, wait, this is 21, 22, let's say it as 22 point something. So B is, I will just approximately say 22 point, let's say 5 or something like that. Then I will substitute one of the point to get the value of A, or A is a gradient, right? So basically we can also use the gradient function, and A is gradient. Yeah. So y2 minus, we will use 2 points, 6 comma 10, and you can also use the other point, 20, 1.1 comma 20, right? Because you can see that they are almost lying on the line. Yeah. So I'm using them, 20 minus 10 minus 20 over 6 minus 11, 1.1, not 11, 1.1, which gives me negative 100 over 49. I will round it off to negative 2.04. So these are our answers. This is an estimate, right? So the answer will be in the range form. So as long as our answer falls in the range, so we are good. Then question number 14, circular measures. The diagram shows a sector ABCDM of a radius 12 centimeters with the center D, and BDA is pi by 6 radians. M is the midpoint, and ADCM is equal to midpoint of AD. Okay, CM and MDR is equal to 6 centimeters. Now show that CMD is equal to 2 by 2 pi by 3. Okay, so you can see that this MD and MC are equal. Yeah, so if equal, so this is going to be pi by 6 also, right? So angles in a triangle are pi, which means 180 degrees, minus pi by 6 minus pi by 6. So it is equal to 2 pi by 3. So we have shown only one mark. Now find the area of the shaded region. So we need to find the area of this. So how do we find the area of the shaded region? Find the area of the sector minus the area of the triangle. This is minus. Yeah, so let us find one by one. So area of the sector first. Area of the sector formula, half r square theta, half r square. R square is 12 square and the theta is pi by 6, which gives me 12 pi. And area of a triangle, half BC. BC is again the sides of a rectangle, which is 6 centimeters. So 6 square times sine 2 pi by 3, which gives me 9 square root 3. So I minus both of them. 12 pi minus 9 square root 3 pi. 9 square root 3, which is equal to 22.11. 3 significant 22.1 centimeter square. So this is the answer. Then find the perimeter. So now perimeter. How do I find the perimeter? Perimeter is this one. I'll take another color. This one is the perimeter of the shaded one. So you can see that the perimeter, I need to first find what is this. And we have to find what is this as well. Right? So let us find the DC first, because in from the triangle I can find the DC. So for DC, I can simply use the sine rule. So sine pi by 6 over 6 is equal to sine 2 pi 3 pi over x. So this gives me, DC gives me 6 square root 3. So, but we don't want DC, we don't want DC, we want BC. So B to D is 12 centimeters, we know. So BC is going to be 12 minus 6 square root 3, which is 1.607695. I'm just writing a big calculator display. It's easier for us to get the accurate answer. So AB is the arc length of the this is the arc length, right? So arc length formula is r theta. So 12 times pi by 6, which is 2 pi. So now let us write the perimeter. Perimeter is going to be 2 pi, which is the arc length, plus the shorter length, which is this BC, which was 1.607695, plus we also have these 6 centimeters, so which is 12. So this gives me 19.8908, then 3 significant 19.9 centimeters. This is our final answer. It's not hard, but too many steps involved. Then question number 15. I think this is the same rationalizing. I'm not doing this question. It's so boring now. But I would like to do the B part. This is a new type of question. So you can see that everything must be changed to this. 3 to the power of something, p to the power of something, and q. So let us, since you have the bases are same, first let me write as powers first. I'm going to write 27, I can write it as 3 power 3. Square root of p, I can write it as p to the power of half. Q power 5 wholes to the power of half gives me 5 over 2. So now I'm going to use the exponential laws. A to the power of, for everything I can use one law only, m minus n. So 7 minus 3, p to the power of negative 3 over 2 minus negative 1 over 2, q to the power of 11 over 2 minus 5 over 2. So this gives me 3 to the power of 4, p to the power of negative 2, and q to the power of 6 over 2 is 3. So where a equal to 4, b equal to negative 2, q equal to 3. So this is the final answer. Question number 16. Again, straight line graphs, very important. This type of questions we have in the exam. So this is basically 17. Variables x and y are such that when y by square root of x is plotted against 1 over x, a straight line passing through the points 3 comma 0.7 and 1.9 is obtained. So express y in terms of x. So firstly, anything for any straight line graphs, we need to find m. So m equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this gives us negative 3 over 5. Once we get the y, we will substitute one of the point into the equation and find c. So 1.9 equal to negative 3 over 5 times 1 is just negative 3 over 5 plus c. So c gives me 5 over 2. Once we get the value, we will write it as y equal to mx plus c. But according to the question, what is y? Y is square root, y over square root of x. So I will write here y over square root of x. And what is x? X is 1 by x. X is 1 by x. Right? So now this is the equation of the line. Negative 1 over negative 3 over 2x plus 5 over 2. But now the question said give your answer in terms of y. Yeah, so I'm going to times square root of x on both sides so that the square root of x gets cancels, right? So now y equal to negative 3 over 5 square root of x plus 5 over 2 square root of x. So this is our answer. Then find the value of x when y equal to square root of x. So I will just substitute square root of x equal to negative 3 over 5 square root of x plus 5 over 2 square root of x. When I simplify this, I will bring everything together first. Making common denominator 10 square root of x times 2 negative 6 plus times square root of 5 square root of x 5 square root of x. So this gives me 25x minus times 10 square root of x times 10 square root of x gives me 10x equal to 0. So now you can see that the denominator, I can eliminate the denominator. So now this gives me 15x is equal to 6, x equal to 6 over 15, which is 2 over 5. This is our final answer. Last question. Show that log base x 16 equal to 4 over log base 2x. So I can write, you can see that the base is changed to 2. So I'm changing the base to 2. So log base 2 16 over log base 2x. So log base 2 16, I can write it as 2 to the power of 4. So this gives me 4 over log base 2x. By using the substitution u equal to log base 2x or otherwise. So I can use basically, see this one is u minus, we just used 1 over, see, we just changed this one to this, right? So I will use as 4 over u is equal to 3. So now I am making common denominator. This gives me u square minus 4 minus 3u is equal to 0. So denominator is gone. Factorize this, u plus 1 times u minus 4, u equal to negative 1 and u equal to 4. But what is u? But u equal to log base 2x. So log base 2x equal to negative 1, log base 2x equal to 4. X equal to 2 to the power of negative 1, which is 1 over 2. X equal to 2 to the power of 4, which is 16. So this is the final answer. So now completes our review 2 of 18 questions. Okay. See you in the next video. Bye bye.